Alright, good morning, folks. It's been quite a while I engaged everyone with regards to the roads of Lagos. A couple of us might have been involved or participated directly or indirectly in the recent events that have now shaped Nigeria. The Endsars protests. It unfortunately culminated in wanton destruction, sadly. Major actors have come to the conclusion that there was some sort of activation of fifth columnists. We do not know. However, what is obvious is a good number of property have been damaged. Many places, offices, shops have been set ablaze and destroyed. Right in front of me at this junction of Aromire by Adeni Jones, we can clearly see tire burn fire, remnants of tire burn fires, and the Lagos state government, led by Babajide Sanwo-Olu, had quickly put in motion a curfew which started on Tuesday, on Tuesday night, the 20th of October. The moment there were reported cases of shooting at the Lekki toll gate, he initiated a curfew that day, or he had initiated a curfew earlier that day, which was to start at 4 o'clock. Unfortunately, not many people got that information that the curfew had been moved to 9. There had been reports of gunshots, which eventually led to the episode now chronicled as some sort of watershed in the history of the Endsars protests. So on my drive, I want you to come along with me. This is Adeni Jones, and just have a cursory look around these parts of Lagos I'll be driving through, and observe what the roads are like. So that we understand the pains of people of Lagos, those who were affected, areas that might have been compromised business-wise. I didn't mean business-wise, areas that might have been compromised in terms of damage and whatnot. We're approaching the Ogba end of Ikeja. So far, driving from Adeni Jones up to this point, it does look very calm, aside the bonfire experience that we observed at Aromire by the junction of Aromire by Adeni Jones. It does not look like there was much of any kind of carnage in the Ikeja axis I have so far driven. I have continued to read about events on the internet depicting or suspecting that there is still some level of non-compliance, of the dreaded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, aka Endsars. We're truly hoping and believing that the instruction by the Inspector General of Police has fully been adhered to, so that users of Lagos roads and other roads across Nigeria are not unnecessarily profiled, harassed for unjust reasons. Nigeria police on their own do have their good sides, and we totally condemn the acts of those who bring a bad light to them, no matter what the circumstances. It is our hope in driving in Lagos that the reforms that Mr. President, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari sees to these reforms promised for the Nigerian police in order to rid it of all these. This is part of the industrial areas of Lagos, the Ikeja axis. Here is calm. We passed just by the secretariat, the headquarters of the All People's Congress. It's okay. No signs of being burnt. Looks like a lot of people are still indoors. This particular route I'm taking near Endsars school used to be one particular route where you find the Nigeria police. Right now they are nowhere to be Getting the road now. All looks really calm. The hoodlums definitely did not come to this area at all. The mall to my left is in pristine condition. There's no vandalization from what I can see here. No bonfires, meaning that people in this area stayed mainly indoors. Shrine to my right. So, except there's been some sort of cleanup, the roads of Alausa, inner Alausa, does look clean. Tire organizers are out. We're getting to the central business district area of Alausa, which is the seat of government of Lagos. You can see some sticks on the floor here that might have been used to block the road. Here to our left is an estate. From outside it does look okay. To the right is another estate, and right by it is the Alausa police barracks. Shops are open. Okay, here's some evidence of some blockade of some sorts. The first I'm seeing so far. Not sure who placed it there. You can see some evidence of blockade on the floor. Obviously, there has been some level of activity around this area. Right to see the broken bottles. So far off ahead of us, RRS vehicles blocking off what I believe is where protesters had gathered over the the last few days to protest. The RRS vehicles are there. Beyond there is where you have the seat of government, the liberty and law and order. All over the floor, strewn all over the floor are bricks, remnants of plastics, bottles, which suggests that the cleanup exercise has not necessarily reached this part of Ikeja, which I find unusual, considering this is the seat of power. This should have been where most of the activity of cleaning started from. Evidence of blockade, rocks and log of wood all over the floor, all over the road. To my right is the governor's office. That's where Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos operates from. Hoping this divider, which is on the main road, is removed sometime soon. Current.
Let's make a right. How do you come? How do you want by? Mr.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. Now that we're filled up, let's go. Majority of far are empty. Johnson, Oregon. Looks like there was some level of blockade here. So far today, Saturday, October 24th. All has been cleared away. Approaching Ikoyi Road by Mobolaji Johnson Junction. I'll be honest, there's no presence of police. Quite a number of people moving around. Oh my goodness, I can see to my left here a burnt down vehicle. I have no idea what kind of vehicle it was. Burnt down vehicle there. Some of the monuments, Lagos State monuments, are still there. Merging with the express. Somewhere to our left is where TVC was burnt. Like Lagos has returned to some level of normalcy. To my right, where we have the Loma dump, the dumpsters are still there, the trucks. I can see from here into the BRT park by Ojota and Family Park. BRT is like good condition. To my right, we have a MK Abiola statue, Ojota here. It does look like it's in good condition. Other public buildings, another building so far, also look like they were not affected by the mayhem unleashed on Lagos. passing Ikoyi here, and everything does seem calm. I can see some road dividers, you know, pushed to the floor onto the road, thereby causing possible damage not only to the road but also being posing a possible danger to road users. I'm hoping the authorities in charge would evacuate those dividers, temporary dividers, but let's at least put them away from where they can be of harm to road users. Evidence of some level of bonfire. Getting on top of the Mainland bridge, devoid of any form of traffic. Like Lagos is getting back to its old self. A good number of broken down vehicles, sadly not something I would have envisaged. Right after a short break off the roads. Third Mainland bridge is still under repairs. The timing for closing the bridge is inwards Adeniji-Adele to remain closed, or to be closed from 12 noon. While outwards Adeniji-Adele to Oworo is to be opened from the same 12 noon. That still remains in force at the moment. So I'm heading towards the island, and from what I am seeing right now, does look like cars, the divider that comes up at 12 noon is not in place. The divider that comes up at 12 noon is not in place. Sadly, this is an extremely dangerous situation for cars. The road is open for cars incoming Adeniji-Adele, and that portends quite a lot of danger. It portends quite a lot of danger. What this means is that those who were in charge of closing the roads during this period abandoned the duty and have practically left road users to figure out how to stay safe, which is a huge issue, because it just takes one mistake, one silly mistake. Just takes one silly mistake. So as of today, Saturday, October 24th, I must confess that it is dangerous driving on Third Mainland Bridge for those interchanging between Adeniji-Adele and the Adekunle interchange. It is extremely dangerous, and it might continue this way for a few hours, maybe, who knows, a few days. But please beware. First normal team I've seen all day cleaning up. I just saw a single person from Loma on this third mainland bridge. So I'll be descending through Onikon to Ikoyi. See how the third mainland into Onikon looks like, as well as the popular Awolowo Road. Not much activity on the road. This is Onikon. To my right is the National Museum. Ahead of me is the Onikon Stadium. And you see ECOWAS to the right there as well. The area is calm. The streets here are clean. Off Awolowo Way, off Awolowo Road, is where one of the correctional centers, Nigerian prison locations that tried to be breached but was repelled, actually is. I'll drive through that area to see how calm that area too is. Despite its obscure nature, Ikoyi actually is home to the former federal government, seat of federal government, the Dodam Barracks, and it has quite a formidable presence of other security operatives, including the EFCC, Nigerian police. That's a police station, the divisional headquarters to my left. It has the Nigerian prison service as well. Taking a swap, that's getting of it to slow down. Nigerian Correctional Services, formerly known as Nigerian prisons, also have information here. Immigration also has information here in Ikoyi, though not on this side of Ikoyi. Ahead of me is what seems to have been a blockade. So this is former Nigeria head of government area. So that blockade, which does not signify that there was some burnt road, looks like it must have been some security operatives that mounted it. It wasn't like there was an intention to burn the road, more like to slow down the traffic. Like you're turning to your right. Why do you need to come to the middle of the next lane? I can't fathom how, you know, Nigerian drivers do that. Ikoyi, so far so good. Does look like it was not involved or affected. At least this part of Awolowo Road, which I have driven past, doesn't look like it got affected by any of the carnage that some of these boys visited upon Lagos in general. Many parts of Ikoyi looks like it's been spared.